Hello friends, welcome to our channel Easy Shorts of Learning. Today's video is about accounting conventions. Friends, if you have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel, and if you have any query related to this topic, please write me in the comment box. Our first convention is convention of disclosure. According to this convention, all material and important information must be disclosed in financial statements so that financial statements or financial accounts depicts true and fair view, and this disclosure must be full and fair. For example, our financial year start from 1st April to 31st March, and after recording all the transactions, but before issue of financial statements on 30th April 2021, a fire broke in our factory and the company suffered a loss of 50 lakh rupees. Now this 50 lakh rupees loss due to fire should be disclosed in financial statements, but it is not related with current year, so we show it after the balance sheet as footnote according to this convention, so that all important information should be disclosed in financial statements and no important information should be hid from the investors or outside parties. So this convention is relevant for investors, managers and creditors to make correct analysis of financial statements. In absence of this convention, true and fair view of financial statement is not possible. Our next convention is convention of materiality. Now this convention is exception from of disclosure convention. Disclosure conventions tells us that all information should be disclosed in financial statements, but according to materiality convention, transactions not having significant effect need not be disclosed. It means all the transactions that have significant effect on financial statements, that must be disclosed. Now, how we calculate the materiality or importance of any transaction? For example, if a company incur a loss of 10,000 rupees, now this expense of 10,000 rupees or loss of 10,000 rupees, for a small firm it is a material expense and should be disclosed separately. But for large cap companies or the large firm, it is an immaterial and should be added in the miscellaneous expenses. So it depends on the size of the firm that which expense or loss is material and which expense is immaterial. Our next convention is convention of consistency. According to this convention, accounting policies that should be framed by the management should be consistent on year basis and as per accounting standards. It means if we form any policy, that should be consistent so that we can compare the financial statements year wise or between two firms. For example, in 2019-20, we follow a method of charging depreciation on fixed assets, that is a straight line method, and in 2020-21 we changed this method and now we follow WDV method. So it will affect our profitability, and the comparison between these two years financial statement is not possible. But if we consistent with our accounting policies and we follow our same method of depreciation, that is WDV in 2019-20, and the same method in 2020-21, that is WDV method, so we can compare the financial statements of these 2 years. So this convention tells us that comparison is only possible on year performance of the firm and between two firms when our accounting policy should be consistent. In the absence of this convention, inter and intra company financial performance is not possible. Our last convention is convention of conservation or prudence. According to this convention, the company must make provisions for all the future losses and leave aside all the future profits. It means when we prepare financial statements and there is an expectation that in future this must be the loss or expected loss or contingencies, that then we have to prepare and make the provisions for that future loss. For example, if in a particular year a company's credit sale is 5 lakh rupees, now when we receive amount from the debtors, now debtors are of two types. Good debtors are those debtors that pay the money on time, but bad debtors are those that will not pay the money and the company incur a loss. So when we sold out goods, then we cannot differentiate between the good debtors and bad debtors. But after analyzing year on year financial statements, we say that 10% should be the bad debtors in future. So we make provision of this 10%, that is 50,000. Now we make provision so that we can adjust this amount from the provision for bad debts so that our future planning should not be disturbed. Our next example is when we value our closing stock, that stock must be valued at market price or cost price, whichever is less. So in future, when the prices are reduced, then we are prepared for that future loss. So friends, in this video, first we understand what are our accounting conventions, and if these conventions, we are not following these conventions in a company, these assumptions in a company, then what problems the company will face. If you like this video, please share this video and subscribe the channel. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.